Hi, my name is Ryan Bigelow, and I'm awesome. Now let's get to know me a little bit. Currently, I'm a junior at UND. My goal is to become a social studies teacher in either high school or middle school. I'm also currently going for my athletic coaching minor. With my minor, I'd like to eventually coach baseball. My first test I did was the personality test. I did the personality test and found out that I'm considered an ESFP or ESFJ. The P and the J go back and forth, but it stands for extroverted, observant, feeling, and prospecting. This means I'm an entertainer, so I like to have fun, but also make people laugh. If I was a dog, I'd be considered a Boston Terrier. During the learning test, I learned out that I'm a multi-module learner. My highest score is when reading and writing, so that means I like to have things written out for me so I can read them later so I can figure out my own words. I also find it easier when I move around with my body, so like taking walking breaks, for example. During the other learning test, I found out I like to be active and muscle sensing. I also like to have things in sequential order, which means having things in logical order that makes sense to me to help me figure out a problem. During my intelligence test, which is pretty similar to the learning test, I found out that the only difference is that I'm interpersonal, so I like to have that connection from person to person, which makes sense why I'm feeling in my ESFP. Now, in my writing styles, or working styles, should I say, according to Ben Deere, I would be considered enthusiastic and outgoing, fun-loving, which makes sense because if you don't know already, I like to have fun, I like to joke around, but I do it because I care and just don't want to get bored. During my temperaments test, I am what would be considered sanguine, and sanguine means being positive and optimistic. But also, I'm tied with melancholic, which means I like to have things perfect, and they have to be the way I want it to be. Now, to connect it to my parabola, it was a little opposite because when I do homework, I have to be alone, but I don't can't study when I have people in the room or I get too distracted. But I also like to have snacks or my phone by me to take breaks. Sometimes I'll even go on walking breaks. Now to wrap it up, I found all my results were pretty accurate of who I am. I love helping people. I love making them feel good by just having a simple laugh with them. I'm also an entertainer by heart. I also have my weird ways of studying. However, they haven't failed me yet. Now, here are my resources. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. And I just can't wait to become a teacher and help kids that are in need.
Created using Powtoon.